Good evening, Neeraj.
Ma'am, good evening.
You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Just switch up. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
When are your exams going to be started in school? Another periodic exam.
They didn't announce about that, ma'am.
Okay. So be ready with your textbook, a pencil, few papers.
Okay, ma'am.
Why others are not still joining? Do you have any idea?
Don't. No, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Hamsini. Hamsini, open your textbook.
Yes, ma'am. 1 minute.
Take a pencil.
Yes, ma'am.
Get few papers or rub book ready.
Okay, ma'am. Book, rough book and pencil, no, ma'am.
Yeah, textbook also.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, textbook, which page, ma'am?
Today we'll be having revision on the nutrition and respiration,
Okay,
life
ma'am.
process. I'm waiting for others to join. Why they're taking so long?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Please open your textbooks. Life process.
Okay, ma'am.
We'll be today discussing, going for a revision on nutrition and respiration. Open your textbooks also. Keep a rough book beside. Shall we start? Others are not joining. Shall we start? Okay. You can see the screen,
Yes, ma'am.
all
Yes,
of you.
ma'am.
So we know what is a life process. You all know that, no?
Yes, ma'am.
So can you tell me the definition of life process? Please see where I am underlining. Please study. What is the definition of life process? The process which together perform the maintenance of the body, the process which are required for the maintenance of the body and performance of the body are known as life processes. So what is a life process?
The processes which are performed by the living organisms for maintaining their life are known as life processes, ma'am.
Ovia? Ovia,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me what is the life process?
The processes necessary for the organisms to maintain their life and to perform various functions is called life processes.
Okay. What are the most common reactions, which are chemical reactions, which are taking place inside the body to break down the molecules? What are those?
Oxidizing,
Oxidizing and reducing.
reducing it.
Oxidizing and reduction reactions. I hope all of you are underlining also what I'm telling.
Yes, ma'am.
Please underline. So what are the reactions? Common reactions, oxidation and reduction reactions. So what is the definition of respiration? What is the definition of respiration?
The process of obtaining oxygen to break down the food molecules for
Cellular
energy.
needs is known as respiration. Okay, these are some basic things which you may be getting in your 1 mark questions. Okay, so let us here one question you may be getting, generalized question. Why the waste should be removed from the body? Can you please tell me why the waste should be removed from the body?
Ma'am, the wastes may be harmful, which can damage the human body, ma'am.
No, yes, almost correct. So the chemical reactions by which are taking place inside a body by using carbon source and oxygen sometimes gives byproducts which may not be useless but sometimes may be harmful. So these waste byproducts need to be removed from the body and discarded outside by a process known as excretion. You need to write this answer. It's in the textbook here. Please once go through it. Ovia, I want you to tell me this answer again. Please write the question at the beside of it. Why the waste should be removed from the body? Have you written?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Please tell me the answer.
Ma'am, when the chemical reactions using the carbon source and the oxygen for energy generation, they create byproducts and that are not only useless for the cells of the body but could even be harmful. Ma'am.
So they should be removed. Ovia, you should be answering. Next, coming to the nutrition. What are the two types of nutrition present?
Autotrophic and heterotrophic.
Autotrophic and heterotrophic.
Can you, I'll ask only one person, and this is the one of the most important question. Difference between autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition with examples. Who will be telling? Hamsini.
Yes, ma'am, I'll tell.
Okay, tell.
Ma'am, autotrophic nutrition occurs in green plants and bacteria, whereas heterotrophic occurs in animals and
Which
fungi.
type of bacteria?
Oh,
Cyanobacteria.
okay, ma'am, cyanobacteria. Okay.
Mm.
Then chlorophyll is necessary for the photosynthesis reaction to take place in autotrophic nutrition so that they can make their own food. And whereas in heterotrophic nutrition, chlorophyll is absent and there is no photosynthesis process taking place.
Mm.
Digestion of food does not occur in autotrophic nutrition, whereas in heterotrophic nutrition, digestion is required to break down complex food materials.
Mm.
For example, blue-green algae and plants are the examples of autotrophic nutrition, and in heterotrophic, all animals and humans are the examples.
Okay. Is there one point? No, digestion is not required for autotrophic. You should not write that. Complex
Okay, ma'am.
digestive system is not present in autotrophs.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, complex because the plants also need to finally digest the sugar molecules. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, but complex digestive system is not there in the these autotrophs.
Okay,
That you
ma'am.
should write. Please remember, all of you.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So now one more question I'll be asking in the case of autotrophic nutrition. So what is the main source of energy?
Sunlight.
Light energy or sunlight. And what are the products formed in autotrophs?
Oxygen, water, and then energy, ma'am.
Energy play oxygen, water, energy. Yeah. Autotrophs.
I'm sorry, ma'am.
Plants.
Glucose,
oxygen, and water,
water, and oxygen.
Glucose or carbohydrate or water and oxygen. Okay. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So now explain the most important question. This is the most important question. Explain the process of photosynthesis I have given you all in the exam also, but most of you did not write the equation. When they ask you to write the process of photosynthesis, please, whether it is 3 marks answer also, you should mention the equation. You need to write all these 3 steps in a proper manner and mention it in the, also mention the equation. Understood?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
So who
ma'am.
is going to tell? Ovia, you are going to tell
Okay, ma'am.
the process of autotrophic nutrition, photosynthesis?
Yes, ma'am, I tell ma'am.
Please tell.
Events in photosynthesis.
I cannot hear you.
Major events that occur during the process of photosynthesis are
Mhm.
absorption of light energy by chlorophyll, conversion of light energy into chemical energy, and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen, reduction of carbon dioxide to carbohydrates.
Okay. All of you know this, no?
Yes, ma'am.
And
Yes,
please
ma'am.
practice this figure. I'll ask you all now to draw and show me. Let us finish. First the revision, then I'll ask you all the diagrams to draw and show me. Okay? So when they ask you to draw the cross section of the leaf, you should draw this figure. A small change is there. I have shown you all here, there should be no gaps. It is slightly incorrect. Please don't put any gaps over here. You be drawing continuously. So next question. I hope all of you are noting the questions. Give reason why desert plants take up carbon dioxide only during night.
Ma'am, desert plants take up carbon dioxide only at night as they prepare an intermediate compound, and this intermediate compound will be acted upon the energy which is
Why at night?
occurred in
Why
the
at night?
during.
Why at night? That is the
Ma'am, because
reason.
if the stomatal
What?
pore opens, there will be loss of water.
Huh?
Ma'am, there will be loss of water.
What? Where will the loss of water happen?
Stomatal pore.
Via stomata cells. In the stomata cells, not. Via stomata, because there will be a huge loss of water. Desert plants usually does not, because they are xerophytic plants. Desert plants or xerophytic plants is the same terminology. Okay, desert plants are also known as xerophytic plants. XCROPHYTIC. Okay, because the water consumption is very less because for the desert plants, and because of because of high temperatures, usually there is usually lot of transpiration. So the stomata are usually closed during the daytime. The stomata are open only during the night to prevent the loss of water, and that is where that is when the oxygen is taken up during the night. You should write in these words. Who is going to repeat after me? Akash, can you repeat? Akash, are you there? Why he left now? Sandhya,
Yes, ma'am.
please repeat. Why? Give reason why desert plants take up oxygen, take up carbon dioxide during night.
Ma'am, desert plants are also known as xerophytic plants. Desert plants
if they take up carbon dioxide during daytime, they might lose water due to transpiration.
I'm not able to hear you.
Ma'am,
I'm not able to hear you.
ma'am, now, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, desert plants take up oxygen as a nighttime because they open their stomatal pores during the daytime to take the oxygen. They might lose water uh, by transpiration. So they take up oxygen at nighttime and prepare an intermediate compound which is acted upon by sunlight energy taken at the daytime.
Okay. Next question. How do we test the presence of starch in plants? Niranjan, please answer the question.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, for testing the starch in plants, first we have to do an activity, ma'am. So that for that we have to take a variegated leaf, ma'am, and then we have to keep it in a dark room for 3 days, ma'am, so that all the starch gets used up, ma'am. And then after that we have to keep that plant for 6 hours in sunlight, ma'am. And then we have to take a leaf from the plant, and then we have to take a paper and we have to trace the color of that leaf in that, ma'am. And then we have to dip the leaf in the boiling water for a few minutes, and then we have to immerse it in an alcoholic solution, ma'am. And then after eating the alcoholic solution, we have to see the leaf, ma'am. It may have turned into a color, ma'am. And then we have to dip it in iodine solution and we have to leave it for a few minutes. And then after rinsing it in iodine solution, we can see that in the colored parts of the leaves, that iodine solution presence will be seen, ma'am.
Yeah. Good. Now, next question. Amrita,
Yes, ma'am.
give reason. A, how the stomata closes. B, how the stomata opens.
Ma'am, when the stomatal pore closes, the guard cells shrink to form. Yes, the guard cells shrink, and there is a loss of water.
Huh? N?
Ma'am?
N?
Because of the shrinking of guard cells, the stomatal pore becomes flaccid.
Yes.
And hence, and then B, when there's opening of stomatal pore, the guard cells swell, and because of this, water flows into them.
No, not like that. The answer is, so when the water enters into the guard cell or flows into the guard cells swell and the stomatal pores open. They'll retain a turgid condition and stomatal pores will be open. That is how you need to present the answer. Repeat again.
When the guard cells swell and water flows into them.
When the water flows into the guard cells.
When water flows into the guard cells swell, making the stomatal pore turgid, and hence the stomatal pore opens.
Okay. The same way you should tell also, because I have asked you, give reason. Okay, when they ask you all to give reason, you should start with the reason. Okay, like you should not start like stomatal pore is closed because. You should tell from the reason, from whatever the reason we start, that will be the correct way of forming the sentence. Okay, so all of you, this diagram is again very important. Last time few of you have made mistakes. Please mention properly the guard cells, stomatal, and what does the guard cells contain? What does the guard cells contain?
Stomatal pores.
Hey,
Sorry, chloroplast.
chloroplast. The guard cells are made up of chloroplast. And also, when it is open, you should write beside it turgid. When it is closed, you should write it closed flaccid. Okay. So why the stomata needs to be closed? Why stomata are not open continuously? Why they need to be closed? Give reasons. 3 marks answer this is. Give reasons. Whom I am going to ask? Sandhya, I did not ask you, no? Sandhya.
Ma'am,
Mm.
can you repeat the question, ma'am?
Why the stomatal pores are not open continuously? Why the pores need to be closed?
Ma'am, if they are always open, transpiration may occur, ma'am.
Proper 3 marks question with sentence formation I want, Sandhya.
Ma'am, if the guard cells remain open, excess transpiration may occur and the plant might lose more water, ma'am.
Hmm. So, what? Conclude.
So the guard cells regulate the opening and the closing of the stomatal pore by gaining and losing water.
So when they have a sufficient amount of carbon dioxide for photosynthesis, automatically the guard cells, the stomata are closed. And the guard cells play an important role in the opening and closing of the stomata. Okay, this 3 marks answer you need to write, and also you need to put on the diagram. Hope all of you are noting down.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
All of you. Akash, where have you gone? I asked you a question and you just left. So what is the chemical required to test the presence of that carbon dioxide is required for photosynthesis?
Potassium hydroxide.
Huh?
Potassium hydroxide.
Oxide.
Chemical name, chemical formula, give me.
Ma'am, KOH.
KOH,
KOH.
all capitals. Okay. Next one. So please remember, so from stomata, exchange of gases takes place. Stomata, where they are present, usually present at the lower epidermis of the leaf. Okay. Whereas exchange of gases in the stem takes place to lenticels. The small pores on the stem of a plant are known as lenticels, where there will be exchange of gases taking place. Next, in case of roots, the water will be absorbed by simple diffusion. Here also the exchange of gases takes place by simple diffusion. No energy is utilized for the exchange of gases through via stomata or lenticels. Even the root plants absorb water by simple diffusion process. Hope you understood.
Yes, ma'am.
So any doubt?
No doubts, ma'am.
No doubt.
So what are the other than water? What are the other components that are absorbed by the plants from the soil? Please note down, underline. They are nitrogen, phosphorus, iron, and magnesium. Nitrogen is essential for synthesizing proteins and other compounds. It is usually taken up in form of nitrates or nitrites. All these are 1 mark questions. Please remember, all these whatever I am underlining are MCQ questions of 1 mark questions. Or it is taken up by the plants in form of organic compounds with the help of some bacteria. So the bacteria, what it does is, it converts the atmospheric nitrogen. It converts the atmospheric nitrogen to organic compounds, that is ammonia. So again, ammonia will be again further converted to nitrites. I'm just writing the formulas. And to nitrates. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Noted down?
Yes, ma'am.
So firstly, tell me heterotrophic nutrition examples. What are the examples of saprophytic nutrition?
And fungi like bread molds, mushroom, yeast.
Yes. What are the parasitic nutrition?
Tapeworms, leeches, cuscuta.
Lice.
And yellow rattle.
Yes. And examples for holozoic nutrition?
Human beings, animals.
Human beings, amoeba.
What is holozoic nutrition?
Ma'am, the food molecules are taken in and then broken down into simpler particles.
Yes, complex food molecules are taken inside and broken down into simple products. Example is amoeba, human beings, all these comes under the holozoic nutrition itself. So, any doubts still here?
No, ma'am.
No doubts, ma'am.
So first we'll be seeing about the nutrition in unicellular organisms. If they ask you, please explain the unicellular nutrition, or please explain the process of digestion in amoeba, any question is the same answer. Or unicellular organisms, or simplest nutrition, or in a single cell organisms, or can you explain the process of digestion in amoeba also? You should write the same thing itself. Understood? So when you write it, all this you should write. Food is you need to draw this diagram properly, label it properly, and please write the answer in form of a steps so that it will be easy for you all to understand. So who is going to tell me? Akash, you're there? Akash? I think so he's having problem. Amrita,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me, ma.
Ma'am, can you please repeat the question?
How many times I should repeat? Then people are not listening. I'm not going to repeat. You will find out. I'm not going to repeat. Now you find out the question.
Ma'am, no, ma'am. My network is. I have a small network issue. I keep exiting.
Explain the process of digestion in amoeba.
Okay, ma'am.
Hmm.
So, amoeba is amoeba. Amoeba. The mode of nutrition in amoeba is holozoic nutrition. The mouth. Sorry. It ingests the food particles by forming temporary finger-like projections called the pseudopodia. The pseudopodia takes in the food particle and forms a food vacuole inside the amoeba. Inside the food vacuole, the complex food materials breaks into small soluble substances, and it gets absorbed by the cytoplasm.
No. Which will be absorbed, not which will be diffused into the cytoplasm.
Okay. It will be diffused into the cytoplasm. The undigested food material is removed by the cell membrane. It ruptures at
No, wrong. Again, repeat.
the amoeba ingests food particles by forming temporary finger-like projections called the pseudopodia. Pseudopodia engulfs the food particle and forms a food vacuole inside the amoeba. Inside the food vacuole, complex food substances are broken down into soluble substances by digestive. Okay, simpler substances by digestive enzymes. And this digestive food gets absorbed into the gets diffused into the cytoplasm, and then the remaining undigested food particles is removed by the cell membrane.
No, it's moved to the surface of the cell membrane and is thrown out.
Oh, it's thrown out of the cell. It's thrown out of the cell via the cell membrane.
That's all. And you should draw the diagram. So what is the difference of nutrition in amoeba and paramecium? Niranjan, please underline. In case of paramecium, although it is a unicellular organism, the cells have a definite shape and food is taken in a specific spot. And no pseudopodia are formed in the paramecium. Okay, the food is moved to this spot by the movement of the cilia, which are present over the entire cell surface. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
All of you have underlined?
Yes, ma'am.
Now please come to the human respiratory system. I'll be asking you, I think this is the one of the biggest 5 marks question, and also it can come as a short 3 marks question. Okay? What are the different, can you, now all of you switch on fast. Can you draw me the pathway from how the food enters and leaves the body in human beings? Switch on your videos, fast.
Ma'am, with marking also, ma'am.
No need of diagram. Diagrams to practice at home. I want pathway.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm asking you pathway. Two minutes only time. I need to finish the respiration only. Also, then only I'll leave you all. Who is going to tell? Akash, are you audible now? You can switch on your phone, microphone. You can message me. All of you switch on your videos fast and show me one by one. Okay, just tell Sandhya. Tell the pathway.
Ma'am, the food enters the mouth where it is acted upon by salivary amylase, and then it reaches stomach through esophagus.
Yes.
In stomach, um, it is acted upon by the gastric secretions.
No, I only want pathway. Don't be confused.
Okay.
After stomach, what?
After stomach, small intestine, ma'am. After from small intestine to large intestine, from large intestine to rectum, and then anus.
Okay. Okay, I'll be asking you all questions because you know this very well. Why do our mouth waters when we see the food? And what are those watery fluid which we get in the mouth? Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I'll tell you.
Huh?
When we eat something, our mouth waters. It is because of the secretion of saliva by the salivary glands. The saliva contains digestive enzymes which helps to break down the starch into simpler form, which is sugar. It also helps to make the food softer and easier for swallowing and chewing it.
Very good.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, this is the answer. And please remember the first organic molecule means if we take carbohydrates, proteins, fats, always the digestion starts with carbohydrate because the carbohydrates, that is starch, is digested. So digestion starts in the mouth itself. So if they give you multiple choice, which were of the organic molecules, biomolecules were first digested, whether it's carbohydrates, proteins, lipids, or vitamins, or anything they give me, you please should remember, right? Carbohydrates. What next question? What is the movement which helps the esophagus to pass the food into the stomach?
Peristaltic movement.
Peristaltic movement. So, how does the peristaltic movements are produced?
Due to the contraction and
Contraction and
contraction of the muscles, ma'am.
Where? Which muscles?
Ma'am, in the esophagus, ma'am.
Muscles lining the esophagus. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one. Why do stomach expands to maximum limit? Why there is no any maximum limit for the stomach expansion?
Ma'am, because it's a muscular organ, ma'am.
Yes, stomach is a muscular organ. What are the glands present in the stomach and where they are present?
Ma'am, stomach contains gastric glands and the secretions of gastric glands are
Where they are present? I'm not asking of secretions. Where these gastric glands are present?
And gastric
walls of the stomach.
Yes, walls of the stomach. Who told this?
Ma'am, both me and Ovia, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay. Not they are present on the walls of the stomach. Okay. Now, Akash, he is not responding. Hamsini,
Yes, ma'am.
please tell me the different secretions of the gastric glands and
Yes,
what
ma'am.
are its functions.
Okay, ma'am. The gastric glands produce HCl, that is hydrochloric acid, pepsin, and mucus. The hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria which is present in the food, and the pepsin enzyme acts on the proteins present in the food and converts into amino acids. And the mucus produced by the gastric glands protects the inner lining of the stomach from the action of hydrochloric acid.
What is the, in addition to pepsin, a small question which is not in your textbook, but they have asked once. Please remember, in children, especially children, there will be another enzyme known as renin. This helps in conversion of milk proteins to amino acids because they take a lot of milk. The children usually have the renin enzyme. The more amount is present in the children compared to the adults. Only the concentration in the adults is very less compared to the children. Children will be having more amount of this enzyme, that is renin. It will be converting milk proteins to amino acids or peptides or anything. Okay, shall I go to the next one?
yes, ma'am.
Why do we get acidity? Why some people feel acidic after having food? Can anybody tell? Or they feel a pain in their heart, which we call it as also called as a heartburn. Why they complain of it? Give reason. Anybody can answer.
Ma'am, acidity happens due to the over secretion of hydrochloric acid, ma'am.
Ma'am, it is due to the highly acidic nature of HCl.
No. Niranjan, you asked me this question. Because of malfunctioning of the flap. There will be a muscle over here, a flap known as cardiac sphincter. Near the entry of the stomach. This sphincter, usually after the food enters into the stomach, usually it closes. But as the age increases, this cardiac sphincter, or we can call it as also flap. Proper name is cardiac sphincter. So this does not close properly. When it does not close properly because of its malfunction, the food sometimes flows back to the esophagus. Okay, due to that, there will be a complaints of acidity in the, especially in the adults, in the older adults and middle-aged adults. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is the sphincter which is present where at the entry or at the exit of the stomach? What is this flap known as? Sphincter muscle only. So once the food enters into the small intestine, it cannot go back. Okay. So please remember the entry guard or entry, we can tell these as a two guards. The guard which is present at the entry of the stomach is known as cardiac sphincter, and the exit of the stomach is known as sphincter muscle. These are like a doors. Understood, all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubts?
No doubts, ma'am.
So why is the alimentary canal in the herbivorous animals is more than that of the carnivorous animals? Give reason. One of the most important 3 marks question, this one is. Who will be telling it? Sandhya?
Yes, ma'am.
Please tell it.
The length of the small intestine is longer in herbivores because their main food is plants, and they have to digest the cellulose present in the plants. Hence, the length of the small intestine is longer in herbivores.
Okay, good. Usually the food is acidic in the stomach, but it should be turned into alkaline. Which one turns the food alkaline in the small intestine?
Bile juice.
Yes, bile juice turns in the good. What are the functions of the bile juice? Amrita,
Ma'am,
please tell what are the functions of the bile juice?
it breaks down bigger fat globules into smaller fat globules. It turns the acidic medium, which is given by the hydrochloric acid from the stomach, into alkaline medium.
Yes.
And
Any more? That's it. So what are the different juices which are secreted into the small intestine? Can you give a list? and help in the digestion of the food. Please note down. Pancreatic juice from pancreas, bile juice from the bile, and intestinal juice from the small intestine itself are the three juices which are present, which contains many enzymes, and they help in the digestion. So can you tell me what is the enzyme present in pancreas that digests the proteins?
Trypsin,
Fats?
lipase,
What type of fats it digests? Normal fats or emulsified fats?
Emulsified fat.
Emulsified fats. And what are the functions of the digestive juice? Please tell, what are the functions of the digestive juice? The functions of the digestive juices, the enzymes present in the digestive juice will be converting proteins to amino acid, complex carbohydrates to glucose, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. So if they ask you all the juices function in the small intestine, first you should write the bile, followed by pancreatic juice, and followed by intestinal juice. All the three juices should be mentioned. Okay. So what are the finger-like projections known as?
Villi.
Villi.
And what is its main function?
It increases the surface area for absorption, ma'am.
Yes. And where they get the energy required for the absorption of food? Because they are richly supplied with blood vessels. Okay, they are richly supplied with blood vessels. Please don't leave even one word and one sentence. Okay, so how is the fecus be regulated in the human beings?
anal sphincter muscle,
Anal sphincter muscles, correct. So what are dental caries? What are dental caries?
Tooth decay, ma'am.
What happens?
Ma'am,
This
dental
again
caries
is
are also as
a
dental.
3 marks answer, ma. Please don't leave this one. It's an important 3 marks answer. What are dental caries is, there is nothing but the tooth decay which is caused due to the softening of enamel and dentin. Okay. So why it causes is because the bacteria which are present in our mouth will be acting on the sugars which are present in the food we take, and they will be producing acid. So this acid will be acting on the teeth and will be demineralizing the enamel. If you're not able to understand this sentence, please write what I am telling you all. Okay. The bacteria which are present in our oral cavity will be acting on the sugars which are present in our food and converting them into acid. The acid will thereby decay the teeth by softening and demineralizing the enamel. So we need to properly always brush our teeth so that the plaque, which is whatever the teeth is there, no, the yellow thing we see on the teeth, that is known as plaque. So to prevent the producing of acids, always we need to clean our teeth properly to remove that plaque. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Now coming to the respiration. This will not be now completed. So next class, I'll be taking all these three together. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And the important answers I'll be sharing for both respiration and digestion also. Next class will go in a more faster manner. Okay, please come all of you on time to the class so that we don't miss at least today's class we miss it by 10 minutes. Please be on time. I think so. Next class will be on Monday or Tuesday. I think so.
Okay, ma'am.
So the next class I'll try to finish off the revision, complete revision. Okay. And by next class, I want you all to draw all the diagrams present in this chapter. Okay, what are those? I'm going to mark, please mark them. First, the most important is digestive system, guard cells, cross section of the leaf, I want even the breakdown pathway of the glucose. Heart, exchange of gases, excretion, and nephron, structure of nephron. All these diagrams should be drawn, including I want you all to write the difference between inspiration and expiration. What will happen during inspiration? Means I already explained you the difference between inspiration and expiration. What will happen during inspiration? What will happen during expiration? I'll be checking them. And also, all of you, the most difficult one, the double circulation flow chart, which I have given you all in the PowerPoint. Proper double circulation flow chart. So how many items are there altogether?
Ma'am, we have to write what will happen during inspiration and respiration also, ma'am.
Difference.
Okay, ma'am.
In a stepwise.
Okay, ma'am.
So what are there? 1, 2, amoeba diagram, 3, 4, 5. I think so all of you are marking.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Inspiration and expiration, 6. Transportation heart diagram, 7. Exchange of gases, 8. Double circulation flow chart, 9. Excretion, 10. And structure of nephron, 11. Altogether 11. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow morning, you will be getting the important answers related to nutrition and respiration.
Okay.
Tomorrow night, I will give you all. Okay? Any doubts?
No doubts, ma'am.
Now, after the class, just for 15 to 20 minutes, once go through what we have discussed. So that it will be easy for you all. You will be able to remember it. You cannot forget now. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, bye. Then see you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.